Hello dear students. In this video we are going to talk about developing arguments. This topic is also part of the course outline of functional English, and this course is meant for students of BS, ADS and ADA. First of all, we are going to talk about what is an argument. An argument in the context of communication and rhetoric refers to a reasoned or logical expression of a viewpoint or claim. तो जब भी आप कोई ऐसी बात करते हैं जो लॉजिकल हो, जो रीजनेबल हो, उसमें कोई एविडेंस हो और उसके काउंटर आर्गुमेंट भी आपने सोचा हुआ हो, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड आर्गुमेंट. It is a form of persuasion where an individual presents a stance on a particular issue, providing supporting evidence and reasoning to convince others of the validity of that perspective. Therefore, developing an argument is a critical skill in effective communication and persuasive writing. Whether we are crafting an essay, giving a presentation, or engaging in a debate, a well-developed argument can enhance our ability to convey ideas convincingly. तो इससे आपको क्लियर हो रहा होगा कि आर्गुमेंट की हमारी डेली लाइफ में कितनी ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस है. हमने किसी को पर्सुएड करना है, हमने किसी को अपना जो भी हम बात कर रहे हैं उसकी क्रेडिबिलिटी का यकीन दहानी करवानी है, तो हम हर लिहाज से आर्गुमेंट का इस्तेमाल कर रहे होते हैं. इवन जब आप CSS का जो अच्छा ऐसे या PMS का जो अच्छा ऐसे होता है उसमें वही अच्छा ऐसे कंसीडर किया जाता है जिसका आर्गुमेंट वेल डेवलप्ड होता है. Secondly, now we are going to talk about components of an argument. First of all, there is thesis statement, the central point or main claim of the argument that the presenter is going to present, or the essay writer जो क्लेम पुट करता है, जो उसका सेंट्रल मेन आइडिया होता है, वो आप ये थीसिस स्टेटमेंट में ले लेते हैं. सेकेंडली, एविडेंस. तो अब जब आप कोई थीसिस स्टेटमेंट देते हैं जो आपका मेन आर्गुमेंट होता है, उसे सपोर्ट करने के लिए आपको एविडेंस की ज़रूरत होती है. इंफॉर्मेशन, फैक्ट्स, एग्जांपल्स और डेटा दैट सपोर्ट द थीसिस स्टेटमेंट एंड स्ट्रेंथन द ओवरऑल आर्गुमेंट. Thirdly, reasoning. The logical connections and explanations that link the evidence to the thesis, helping to establish the validity of argument. Then there are also some counter arguments. जो अच्छा आर्गुमेंट मेकर होता है वो हमेशा कोशिश करता है कि वो अपने जहन में सपोज कर लेता है या वो एंटीसिपेट करता है व्हाट कुड बी अपोजिट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यूज, ताकि इससे फिर उसका जो अपना आर्गुमेंट होता है वो मजीद स्ट्रांग हो जाता है. And the last one is conclusion, a summary of the main points, a restatement of the thesis, and often a call to action or a reflection on the broader implications of the argument. Now there are certain types of argument. First of all, there is persuasive argument, that is you use to convince the audience to accept your point of view. Secondly, there is expository argument, focus on explaining or informing, presenting information in a clear and objective. When you are just focusing on objective information instead of subjective one, that is called expository argument. Analytical one, when we break down a complex matter into its small components in order to analyze and evaluate each part to draw a conclusion. The fourth one is comparative argument. The comparative is when we are going for the differences between differences are the similarities between two different ideas or concepts or two different things, then we are talking about comparative argument. So these were the basic types of argument. Now we are going to talk about key principles of argument. First of all, your argument has to be clear. This is very important. If it is ambiguous, then I think so there would be problem in it, and no one would pay much attention to your argument. Secondly, it should be logical. Thirdly, it should be relevant. Fourthly, it should be credible. And lastly, and the most importantly, it should be engaging as well. I know the arguments that are clear and logical, or you could say relevant, are more engaging in comparison to other arguments, but you should add something that should make your argument more engaging, or it should engage the audience. Next, there are certain common fallacies that we should avoid when we are making argument. First of all, hasty generalization. This is very common in the people that we go for hasty generalization. I have given one example. One student failed, so we couldn't say that the system is bad. They have just drawn the conclusion based on insufficient evidence. This is just one example. You can have a number of other examples as well. Ad hominem means when we attack the person, not the argument. For example, we are against the person, or we are against the race of the person or the color of the person. So we don't listen to his argument. What is he saying? But we just say that he is uneducated, so he is wrong. So we are not listening the argument. We are actually attacking the person. Third one is false cause, incorrect cause effect relationship. So sometimes it happens that we go for incorrect cause effect relationship, like grades improved because students wore uniform. So this couldn't be the cause of this effect, that grades improved. So we need to find some other cause as well. Bandwagon means assuming something is true because many believe it. So it must not always be right. Sometimes it happens that there is only one man who is in the group and he thinks that this could be the best thing, लेकिन वो बाकी लोग उसके अगेंस्ट होते हैं और बाद में प्रूव होता है कि वही राइट है. Everyone uses it, so it must be right. Next, I have given certain examples so you could use them. Academic argument. I have given the claim that regular physical exercise improves academic performance in university students. So there is a reason behind that. Exercise enhances brain function and reduce stress. So I have given evidence for it as well. A Harvard Medical School study found that students who exercised 3 times a week showed improved concentration and memory. So from these three, you can see that my argument would be more sound and more logical because it is based on reason and it is based on evidence. So the conclusion is, therefore universities should encourage physical activity to support academic. So if I say just universities should encourage physical activity to support academic success, then there must be a reason, then there must be evidence behind this argument. So this argument is logical, evidence based and clearly structured. I have added one more example of clear, logical and sound argument, and that is plastic. Banning plastic bags would significantly reduce environmental damage. So this is the argument. What is the claim behind that? Plastic bags should be banned to protect the environment. Why would there must be a reason? Plastic bags cause pollution and harm wildlife. So I have given the reason, but this reason must be supported by evidence. Environmental reports show that plastic waste takes hundreds of years to decompose and kills marine animals. So again, clear reasoning, relevant evidence and strong conclusion. Now there are certain unclear, illogical and weak arguments as well. The first one is online education is bad because I don't like it. So this is my personal opinion. So I should not generalize it to all the to whole people or to any particular community. There is a problem in this. There is no evidence. It is based on my personal opinion and it is vague and subjective. So this is clearly weak argument. Second is students who use smartphones get poor grades, so smartphones should be banned. So this can't be true. There are a number of students who are using smartphones and they are becoming successful people of this world. So again, this is false cause, no supporting data, oversimplification. So we can call it illogical. And now it's the conclusion of our today's discussion. In everyday conversation, an argument doesn't necessarily imply hostility. It's simply a way of presenting and defending a particular point of view. When engaging in discussions or debates, it's important to approach arguments with respect, open-mindedness and a willingness to consider alternative perspectives. So अब ये नहीं कि अगला अगर कोई point of view आपको दे रहा है और आपको वो अच्छा भी लग रहा है, but you are not liking that person और आप या उसका argument ही नहीं पसंद आ रहा, even it is logical, so you should start fighting. That shouldn't be the case. You should respect that person. You should rather respect the argument of that person and should listen to him with open-mindedness, and you should be willing to consider alternative perspectives that are not present in your mind. That's it for today. If you have any questions regarding BS English, MPhil English, PhD English, you can type in the comment box. I will be there to help you. That's all for today. Thank you so much. In the comment box, I will be there to help you. That's all for today. Thank you so much.